people come to Mount Bromo just to do two things. Okay, one is to do the Bromo sunrise, and two, the other one is to climb Mount Bromo volcano. So these are the two primary activities that one would engage when we are over here. The Mount Bromo sunrise is no ordinary sunrise. This is rated as one of the best sunrise in the world. In fact, the highlight of my trip. Going up the King Kong Hill to catch the sunrise is not an easy feat. The path up to the viewpoint is not the easiest thing to do in the dark. After all this trouble, I thought I've chosen a secluded spot. I was totally wrong. Come join me Mount Bromo. Hi, good morning. Time now is 2:45 AM. I'm actually done 3 layers. So the outer layer, and there's a two inner layer over here. Oh, I'm not sure if I can stand the temperature outside. It is reported on my mobile phone that it is 7 degrees Celsius right now outside. Let's hope this thing can do the trick. And not forgetting this. Yep, I'm all ready. So, that moment of truth now. Yeah, it is cold. But it's still too early to tell whether this attire will able to let me survive through the coldness. Wow, it's very brisk at this town or this village now. Look at all the jeeps all starting to stream into the sunrise. Okay, so like I said, on the left, that's the legal view. On the right is the illegal view. So all these people who has got jeep, usually they are legally paid. Yeah, so they pay additional 220,000. So for us, for us who didn't pay anything, so this is our way, the cheaper way. In Selero Rarang, there are basically two views to watch sunrise. So one is the Seruni viewpoint, and the other one is the King Kong Hill. So Seruni viewpoint is slightly nearer than King Kong. So I'm going to Seruni first. So I'm also putting on the headscarf, in case the coldness don't go into my ears. I'm really fully prepared. Seruni viewpoint is about 2.5 kilometers away from where I stay. I'm probably 1/3 of the distance there. So generally the roads are pretty well paved. So I don't know what will happen at the last mile, but so far so good. You actually do not need any torch on your head. So actually this is practically a waste of time for now. I think I'm joined by 4 other guys behind me. So at least I think there is some assurance that it's pretty safe. I'm just afraid of dogs. I am totally wrong. Actually, the last part, you do need some kind of a lighting. If not, you will be totally pitch dark. So that's where my headlight come into good use. Although you can still steal some other people light, or people who are selling food in this case. I believe this is Seruni lookout. See a whole lot of people and stalls over here. The Seruni. Let's see what's in there. It's still pitch dark. So this is Seruni. So after Seruni is an unpaved, rocky mountain path. Alright. So I'm now deciding whether I should stay in Seruni or proceed to go on to King Kong. King Kong is another kilometer away from here. It's 4 a.m. right now, so I still got a good 1 hour to go before sunrise. So maybe what I should do is I should go to as high as I could. Probably I'll just camp there. Oh, alright. Seruni is definitely not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too many people.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, I'm going to King Kong Hill. So given that it's so dark, it's better to team up with a guy, another person. Sorry, I'm sticking to my video recorder. So right in front of me is a French guy.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we are keeping each other's company until King Kong. We are all doing it for the first time. So this is how tall we have trekked. Yeah, it's totally pitch dark. I might have lost the French guy. Yeah, but I guess that's life. Yeah, you can't rely on other people. You have to carve the road out yourself. It's good that there are people along the way helping you, but I wouldn't expect people to be with me by my side all the time. I've reached King Kong Hill, or maybe that's what I'm supposed to. So there are a lot of people congregating here now. Not sure whether you can see a thing here. So now people are all looking for their best spot for the sunrise. There's just too many rubbish out there. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's another viewpoint. Oh, even more people. I can't believe there's a canting up there. Right. So now we've probably 15 minutes to spare. I better go and secure a good place. Of course, I'm not going to hang around near the canteen. It's just too noisy. Oh my god, I am amazed. There are just so many people here. And a tea house. Oh. I'm just amazed by the civilization here. Oh wow. Shit. This place is like a marketplace. There's even a toilet. Let me get through the marketplace. give up. Wow, can you see the jeep below the mountain at the sandy plain? Well, personally, I don't think you need to come out for the sunrise because the crowd is just too mandling. So what you can do is that you can just come out around this time and you can have the view to yourself. There are also other volcanoes around this region. So you can see on the screen, I think there's probably more than 3. So this place is not ring of fire for nothing. So just to offer some perspective, so this region around here is King Kong Hill. The one, if you can see, there's some pavilion. So that's Seruni. So now I'm making my way down from King Kong Hill. I think for those people who come, there's also another way which is coming up by the jeep. So of course you need to pay the jeep. For poor people like me, or for budget conscious people like me, so this is the way. You climb the hard way. So I initially thought that there isn't any people in King Kong Hill. That's because of the very arduous climb up. So I thought it's just no people. But I was so wrong, so damn wrong. Yeah, there's so many people out there. There's even a cafe. Oh, okay, that's a miscalculation on my part. But the view from King Kong is really beautiful. Yeah, I think it's really out of the world. Just that I hate it. I mean, frankly, I don't like it. I hate it because there are just too many people that really kind of spoil all the fun here. I think somehow I really regret climbing my way up. Yeah, I could have just stayed in the Seruni viewpoint. But let me have a look later on to see whether Seruni is good enough. I will let you know because I will pass by Seruni on my way back. Seruni viewpoint is below. That's the so-called the pavilion over there. Yeah. So at this juncture, this is the scene that you can see. Yeah, no good. Yeah, it's still better going up there. Yeah, so this is the kind of vegetation that I went through at night last night. Yeah, to see the sunrise. And mind you, it's not as brightly lit, it's total darkness. Yeah, I don't feel it's very safe. Especially, I think you do need a headlight on. Yeah, that's for sure.
Look at how rocky the path can be. So if you have a weak anchor, I suggest that it's better not to take the path. Yeah, take a transport up. Yeah, that's the way, all the way up. So now I'm making my way down. And of course, it's not good for your kneecap too. So if you have a kneecap problem, if you have an ankle problem, no, don't do this. So there's another viewpoint here. I guess it's not as dramatic as up there, the King Kong Hill, and you are not able to see sunrise. Yeah, I'm just kind of critically evaluate all the places that you can catch the Mount Bromo sunrise. Yeah, so I hope other people will not make the same mistakes like I do. So right now, after the tourist crowd is over, the mountain has kind of regained its tranquility. We are getting closer to Seruni viewpoint. So what you see down there, so that's Seruni viewpoint. So I'm going to show you when you are at Seruni viewpoint, what is there that you are expected to see. I'm approaching Seruni viewpoint. So all the dirt track will start from Seruni. So anything that is within Seruni, it is still very passable, good track that you can walk on. Yep, that's it. Seruni. So King Kong Hill is up there. Yeah, so I just make the trek down there, and now we are at Seruni. So this is actually what you see here. And frankly, between King Kong and Seruni, King Kong is much better. Much better. You get the epic bird's eye view. But if you do not want to trek far, I guess Seruni could be good enough. So I'm heading back to the village. Time now is 7. I have a bus to catch at 10 a.m. I just walked up. Right now, ready to go. Ready to leave this place for Surabaya. So this is actually room with a view. Look at the view here. Wow. Too bad, not too much time to enjoy this place, enjoy this house, because it is a fully packed schedule for me. So I need to kind of move on to the next place. I wish I can stay here for another night. So I've reached Properlingo from Bromo. So right now I'm waiting for my bus.
Surabaya, ya?
Ah, yeah, Surabaya.
Ya, including Surabaya.
Yes.
Ya. From Roy, ya?
Ah, Roy's friend.
Ya.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm waiting for my bus to Surabaya. So where am I opposite now is the Properlingo bus station. There seems to be a very regular bus between Surabaya and Properlingo. Ah, okay. I see. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for the very frequent bus to come over here and fetch me. To Bromo is very simple. Yeah, I think especially from Surabaya. All right, here's my bus. Surabaya. Okay.
Ya.
Kasih. Okay.
Okay, come on.
Oh. Sit where?
Yeah.
Anyhow sit.